This is KVUE News Midday.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm Brian Mays.
And I'm Anna Reyes. Thank you for watching KVUE News Midday. Families in Galveston and Brazoria counties are keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Cindy as it approaches.
Getting closer, the National Weather Service saying the threat of coastal flooding includes tide levels going as high as 3.5 feet as the storm approaches. Storm team meteorologist Nathan Gogo is in the Storm Center with the very latest. Good morning, Nathan.
Hey, good morning to the both of you. A lot of threats with this storm system. One of the biggest, coastal flooding, but also heavy rainfall causing some flash flooding in parts of the area. Here's what it looks like right now. Tropical Storm Cindy now has max winds at 50 miles per hour. That's a little bit stronger than it was this time yesterday. And it's moving towards the Texas and Louisiana coast, basically right on the border there. We got tropical storm warnings up and down parts of basically from Houston all the way towards parts of the Florida Panhandle in Alabama and Mississippi. Flash flood watches extend all the way into northern Georgia and the Atlanta area. So a lot of threats again with this system. Right now we're quiet here in central Texas, but notice some of those clouds with that tropical system starting to filter into parts of the Brazos Valley over towards Bryan College Station, and those are moving closer to us. Things quiet here. Temperatures right now in the upper 80s near 90 degrees, and we're going to be climbing into the mid 90s by the time we're all said and done with a good amount of sunshine. We are going to be talking more coming up in full weather about that tropical system, maybe how much rain we could see in just a few minutes, Brian.
Going to be a busy time, Nathan. Thanks. As always, you can keep track of the radar with the KVUE app. KVUE meteorologists like Nathan Gogo always posting extras to keep you informed. You can download that app in the App Store for free. FBI officials investigating an incident in Flint, Michigan, leaving one officer in critical condition this midday. People had to be evacuated from Bishop International Airport earlier this morning. No reports of any other injuries there. Officials aren't releasing much at this time. And, of course, we will bring you the very latest as soon as we learn more.
Police are investigating in East Austin this morning after two people were found dead. It happened at the intersection of Rexford Drive and Cordell Lane, just a couple of blocks from Pecan Springs Elementary School. Police got a call overnight to check on someone's welfare, and when they arrived, they found two bodies inside. Authorities are remaining tight-lipped about the case, but what we do know is their homicide unit is on scene. We'll bring you any updates as they become available.
We also have new information this midday on a murder that happened in New Braunfels last Saturday. Authorities say they've arrested a teenager who is connected to the killing. The 16-year-old male is from New Braunfels, was taken to the Guadalupe County Juvenile Detention Center. He's charged with the murder of 17-year-old Conrad Kuntz. Kuntz was shot and killed back on June 17th. A 15-year-old is also behind bars in connection with that murder. Also, 3 people are without a home this morning after a fire broke out. This happened in the 9700 block of Mountain Quail earlier today. 2 people transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The fire is now out. It spread to the attic in the back part of the home, leaves about $100,000 in structural damage.
Well, it's that time of year when people are using their AC units at home, and while their main job is to keep you cool, there is a hidden danger. From 2010 to 2014, an average of 2,800 fires involving air conditioners were reported across the country, some of them deadly. Fire officials say rising temperatures can put a strain on air conditioners. They can get overheated and catch on fire due to electrical issues. Officials say it's important to keep your unit well maintained to avoid putting your family and home at risk.
Today we could learn more about a new health care bill Senate Republicans have been working on and are trying to pass in the next couple of weeks. Republican leaders expect to release a discussion draft of that bill. Sources say President Trump had one request after the House passed their version of the health care bill: make it less mean. For weeks, Senate Republicans have negotiated behind closed doors. Only a handful of people have any idea what's in the bill. Senator John McCain says he hasn't seen the revised bill, and the White House says they're not sure if the president has read it either.
Jared Kushner, the president's top advisor and son-in-law, is headed to the Middle East today. Kushner is hoping to start the groundwork for a peace deal between Israelis and Palestinians. A string of presidents have failed at creating peace between the two nations, but experts say President Trump has several advantages that could help him succeed.
If you plan on spending a lot of time outdoors this summer, well, get the bug spray ready because virus-carrying mosquitoes are on the rise. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention saying they're seeing a substantial increase in bad mosquitoes, particularly in the southern part of the United States. The mosquitoes can spread several viruses, including the Zika virus.
Well, it's no secret that it's getting hot outside, and folks all across the country are trying to beat the heat. But what about hardworking people stuck working outside? Thankfully, one Phoenix man is lending a helping hand to help his neighborhood mailman. This mail carrier has been battling Arizona summers for 22 years, but it can be hard to do with rising temperatures. So he gets an occasional drink at one of his favorite stops.
So I know it gets hot out here in the summertime, and I just figured, well, it's nice thing to do is give him a ice cold water and help him out through his day.
And thanks to residents like this man, the mail carrier says he feels like a part of the community. Well, Prince Philip is reportedly in the hospital today. Coming up, we'll tell you the latest on his condition.
And more changes brewing at Uber headquarters. Why the CEO is stepping down.